thanks to Saints. Well, who did they grab up right now? Let me see. I got them in my notes, but trying to look at my emails too right now. I'll be getting messages in there and all that. So they grabbed Fuega from Oregon State, Kool-Aid McKinstry, the cornerback from Bama, Spencer Rattler, the quarterback, Bub Means, the wide receiver from Pitt, Jalen Ford, the linebacker from Texas. They had a plus type of draft. I don't care what nobody say. They did. They did, bro. Let's call it what it. If we're gonna be fair and we're gonna keep it a buck out here, and we really gonna keep it a buck, the Saints had an A+ draft. Yeah, they had an A+ draft. Talise Fuega, getting the only thing they didn't get was a guard. That's it, and that's according to the experts. Right? But I think they hit on all of them. I think all of them is going to hit in the NFL. All of them picks. All five of them picks that I picked, and that's not even all of them. All the guys, that's not all the guys that they picked, but that's all the guys that I wrote down in my notes because I think all them guys is going to hit in the NFL. They're all going to translate over. Yes, Jalen Ford, the linebacker from Texas for the New Orleans Saints. Bud Means, the receiver from Pitt. Spencer Rattler, Kool-Aid McKinstry from Bama, the cornerback, Fuega, the offensive lineman from Oregon State. I think all of them is going to hit in the NFL. And I really like Spencer Rattler. I really, really, really like Spencer Rattler. I do. I know he faced more adversity than anybody. He come from being the number one ranked quarterback in the nation when he came out. I think it was in 2018 when he was going into college. He was going to Oklahoma. He's going to Oklahoma University. He was the number one quarterback, top quarterback. Nobody was better than him when he came out of high school, right? He goes there. Things don't work out as a true freshman. Here comes this Caleb Williams guy starting over me, right? It was a Caleb, I believe it was Caleb Williams took his job a little bit, you know what I'm saying? Because Spencer messed up, went through some adversity, and I don't know what his situation was, just speculating. But he faced adversity. Things didn't go the way he wanted to go. He transferred over to South Carolina. And his college career did not match his potential. However, I always said this about Spencer Rattler because I've been a big Spencer Rattler fan ever since I seen QB1 on Netflix. I have, and I've been following him ever since, nonstop. Spencer Rattler got humbled a little bit when he went to college. He faced that adversity. He's grown so much since college. He understands, and him being a 5th-round pick, he like, all right, it's go time. Spencer Rattler was a pro. He had a pro mentality from the jump. He needs to be playing with professionals. Spencer Rattler is going to surprise the heck out of the NFL because now he has professional receivers that are there to catch balls. Period. Your job is to get open. My job is to get you the ball professional style. Ain't no more we messing up in college. Professional offensive lineman. Watch what I tell you. Spencer Rattler gonna be nice. He's going to be nice. I really like Spencer Rattler. Undersized, 6', 2'11", but I really like Spencer Rattler, man. I do. I really like his bravado, everything about him, man. I do. Like and just him to bounce back like that. I couldn't imagine coming out of high school. I'm the man getting smacked like, oh, I ain't the man like I thought I was. Then he still bounced back, still got better, gained some weight, you know what I'm saying? Hit the weight room, whatever. And now, yeah, I think I wouldn't have been mad. I ain't mad at them for that. He gonna be nice. We gonna see. Yeah, Drew Brees 2.0 down there in New Orleans. So yeah, I like what they did, man. I really like what they did because they gonna hit. They gonna hit on them guys. So that's why I gave them an A plus. Malik Neighbors for the Giants. I look, you know what? I don't really like what the Giants did in the draft, bro. I ain't gonna hold y'all. The Giants, they didn't address all their needs. Not at all. Not at all. Malik Neighbors, I like that pick. I like Tyler Nubin from Minnesota, but I didn't think the Giants needed a whole defense like that. I thought they would go after weapons, 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 weapons. I didn't think they needed that much defensive help, but obviously they did. I'm not a professional. You know what I mean? I thought that they would just go after just heavy wide receivers. You know what I'm saying? That's what I thought they would do. I thought they would go heavy in that department, and they didn't. And that's why I don't like that. Maybe we went defense. Their defense was statistically better than ours. Like, let me keep it a being. Like, I didn't think that. I don't know. So I like the mid-league neighbors pick for the Giants. I do, and Tyler Nubin. Other than that, I don't, and I didn't even think they needed Tyler Nubin. I think they just went with like the best available. Like, are we gonna go with the best available defender right now in the second round? Like, but why? Why? Why not get another receiver? Why not go get another top one? Why not go get another one of them top receivers? He needs weapons up there. Danny, look, man, say what y'all want about Danny Dimes, man. I like Daniel Jones, man. The reason why I like Daniel Jones is because he is accurate. He is a accurate quarterback. Watch what I'm telling you. Get that man time, and he going to light it up. They know what they paid him to do. And I like Danny Dimes. I'm not a big Giant fan, no, but Danny Dimes, he get a bad rep and people give him a hard time. But let's just call it what it is. He be having the best completion percentage in the NFL. He be in the top 10, even with a bad year like he had. Like, just look at the stats. Y'all go look up the stats. Danny Dimes is not a bad quarterback for real. He's really not. He's really not. And if you give him weapons, give him weapons and then he gonna light it up. But if they don't give him no weapons, but they gave him elite neighbors, now y'all gotta go and get some more veteran receivers. Y'all gotta start going looking at Tyler Boyd's and everybody else in the NFL because y'all gotta get him some weapons. Get him some weapons and watch him go to work. Watch him go to work. Watch what I tell y'all. Y'all heard it first here. Yeah, y'all heard it first here. We on one. We on one. The Giants. All right, we going to the Jets. Jets, Jets. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about them. Olufashinu from Penn State, right? Oh, and they address it. They address their needs. There's some picks that I don't know about. The Toronto Argonauts. They got a pick from there from a cornerback. Like, are you like who's like what's that? Like a cornerback? Then they went and got Isaiah Davis, running back from South Dakota State. Like, who's that? 6', 218. All right, yeah. Like, look, I ain't knocking that because we went and got somebody from there too. They know how to develop talent in South Dakota, North Dakota State, South Dakota State. There ain't nothing out there but flat earth and cornfields. So football, you want to play football, you want to train hard, go there because there ain't nothing else to do. They strip club probably got corn in it, probably got crops in that mug in the corner. Yo, I be cutting up sometimes, man. Hold up, man. Let me sip my coffee on that one. But look, look, they went after people that a lot of people don't know about. Mm-hmm. And I like that. They went after talent. They went after talent, developing talent, and they addressed their needs that way. So besides Olufashinu and oh yeah, and they went and grabbed Jordan Travis too, the quarterback. Oh my God. Jordan Love. What's up with the Jordans getting to sit behind Aaron Rodgers? The Jordans get to sit behind Aaron Rodgers and watch from Aaron Rodgers. Oh my goodness. I wouldn't even be rushing to start it from Jordan Travis, right? Why? Because you get to watch Aaron Rodgers go to work. I'm gonna sit back and watch one of the great. Well, we don't agree with what Aaron Rodgers be doing all the time, do we? know? But he's one of the greatest quarterbacks in the NFL. You know what I mean? So like, you get to learn from him, and then they got a whole bunch of talent to develop, and they addressed their needs all but tight end, right? A lot of people thought they would go Brock Bowers. That's what they thought they would go, but it didn't work out that way. They didn't grab him, but That's because the Raiders got him. If things would have worked out, if the Raiders would have got the quarterback, then I think that the Jets would have no doubt got Brock Bowers. They would have addressed that need. However, you can get a tight end for right now, somebody come in and play bridge or whatever, or you know what I'm saying, get somebody that's coming in able to develop. But I gotta give him a solid A. I gotta give him a solid A. All right, Jets, even though. Now, I am so excited to talk about Philly, and I know they on PA because it's a PA thing. And my wife like the Eagles, but Philly, I am excited to talk about these Eagles and what these Eagles did in the draft. Bro, how do you get the top two cornerbacks or the top two DBs in the draft back to back, and you're the Eagles? How does that happen? Quinyon Mitchell out of Toledo, Cooper DeJean out of Iowa. Like, how? Like, how does that happen? How? Like, the Eagles? The Eagles do, man. Hey, look, low key, the Eagles be on one. Then they got Jalen Hurts, and then Jalen Hurts wound up being one of the top quarterbacks in the NFL. Nobody thought he was. Cooper DeJean went in the second round. What? What? I mean, he went early second, but what? Do y'all know what that boy, man? Have y'all seen Cooper DeJean play for Iowa? Man, listen, man. They got him ranked as a 92 and a 90. They got both of their cornerbacks, both of their future cornerbacks in the top 2 rounds, bro. In the top, like with their first 2 picks. Crazy work. Crazy work. Crazy work. No, they didn't address all their needs. And all their need, the only thing they didn't address was their offensive tackle. But other than that, and then they went and grabbed up an edge from Houston Christian. That you like who that? Will Shipley from Clemson, Jeremiah Trotter, Clemson, Nia Smith, Texas A&M. Then they went and got Then they said Trevor Keegan, an offensive guard from Michigan. Then they grabbed big old Johnny Wilson, big old 6'7", 231-pound receiver from Florida State. Like he was just like, give me that, give me that. So could you say they didn't address it? Like, all right, so what do we talk about? Because you could use him as a tight end or as a receiver. Because people like he don't got receiver speed. Okay, put him out tight end. He's strong enough. Ain't big enough. Megatron big. Like I like what the Eagles did. A+ from the Eagles, and that's not only because it's my wife's team. Nah, it's not. It's because they really did a great job. They picked good, and they needed that. Now on. Y'all know what's next after Philly. We're going to alphabetical order, dog. What is we talking about? What is we talking about? What is we talking about? The Pittsburgh Steelers. Y'all know what time it is. Here we go. Here we go, Steelers. Here we go. Y'all know what time it is, man. Come on, man. Big old Troy. We got big old Troy Fernando. Boy, Troy Fernando. But they say we didn't adjust the tackle formation. We didn't. Zach Frazier from West Virginia. Roman Wilson, the receiver from Michigan. They like, who going to place the Deontay Johnson? We going to see. He is a sleeper. Roman Wilson is definitely a sleeper. Definitely a sleeper receiver. I think he's going to come in and provide for us. Y'all going to see. Peyton Wilson, linebacker from North Carolina State. Then we went out to the cornfields and got big old Mason McCormick, the big old guard. 6'4", 309. Big boy. Let's go. Big old Logan Lee, you know what I'm saying, from Iowa. Let's go. Come on with it. Then we got Ryan Watts, cornerback from Texas, 6'3", 208. Man, and they ranked them low. I don't get into them ranks. And I ain't being biased. Y'all know we got an A in the draft. Stop playing. And I ain't saying A+, I'm saying a solid A because, and I'm biased. But I know we got an A+. I want y'all to put it down there. I want y'all to tell me we got an A+ to Steelers. But I just want to say A, just because I don't want to sound like a whole absolute, even though I tell y'all I'm biased, I don't want to sound like a whole absolute homer type of bias dude. We got an A. We picked up what we needed to pick up in the draft. Went crazy in the off season. So if you put our off season with our draft, man, I don't even want to talk about it, man. I don't know. I just don't want The thing I don't want with my Steelers right now is for us to all get our expectations super high. We have to remember these guys have to come in and build continuity with the team. They have to come in and build chemistry. No matter all this talent that we got on the Pittsburgh Steelers fans out there, we have to remember that these guys are new to the team. They're new to the way it is in Pittsburgh, getting the chemistry down, whatever. You know what I'm saying? So we have to remember that. And it's going to take some time to gel together. The season might start off a little bit bumpy. We know they're professionals and they should come in like that, but we know it's not like that. You got to build chemistry with your guys, especially on the offensive line. I got to learn your weaknesses, your strengths. I got to learn how fast you is off the line when you pull, so forth and so on. And we have to keep that in mind when we talking about the expectations. Even though we got Russell Wilson and Justin Fields, we have to be patient because we have the team to win. We have the team to win. We just have to be patient. If it does not come this year, do not start throwing these players under the bus, especially Justin Fields. Because if Justin Fields leaves the Steelers and we let him go somewhere else, y'all not gonna see this behind me no more. I promise y'all that. I promise y'all that. I promise y'all. There's no reason to get rid of him ever, ever. Lock him down. Get that man that contract. Lock him down for the future. If we got to pay Russell Wilson, I ain't too keen on that. But anyway, we got the team, we got the talent. Just stay patient, Steeler fans, because it's coming. It's coming. I'm telling y'all, it is coming. Our time is coming. Just be patient out there. That's all I got to say. Because we are going to be going. Because let me tell y'all this, Steeler fans. He said, question: do you factor a player in weather conditions to see if they would be a good fit? I do. Sometimes, I mean, like, I really never really thought about that. Cuban Dumas for real. For do you factor a player in weather conditions to see if they would be a good fit? Weather conditions. I think that's how they pick their players in Pittsburgh. I honestly do believe that. That's why we get a lot of players from like when they go to skill positions, yeah, we'll try to get it some speed down from South, because that's where a lot of the speed is. Let's just be honest, Georgia, Alabama, and so forth and so on. But if we can get a guy out of, Michigan with that same speed, I think he'll rather go with the northern states because we don't have a dome. But and that is a conversation, Cuban Dumas, that I want to say that I really want to have. And I think that it's better for the fanfare. Because we had a game with the Arizona Cardinals in Pittsburgh that got delayed because of the rain was so bad. It was messing up visibility for the players and for the fans. You couldn't watch it. The rain was coming down so hard. And that's product of not having a dome. Um, we had Three River Stadium, which I believe was a dome that opened up, but I believe that's just the new way of going. And it makes it, and when you're a professional, come on, like they're professionals. Basketballs are players playing gyms, right? You know what I mean? Um, and football should have domes. I believe a lot of teams should have domes. If not a dome, if you want to feel the natural weather, the breeze of the game or whatever, at least have a canopy. Get some kind of canopy to get some fresh air in there. Some swirling for the win, a hard field goal, stuff like that. But it, being exposed to the elements like that in football as a professional, to me, is just I don't get it. You know what I mean? Like they graduated, they went through high school playing outside in the weather, college in the weather, and I know only when I say this to old school guys, they like, no, keep them in the weather, but to these sitting in them cold ass seats and and you sitting there shivering watching the game, like what is the point? What is the point? Like, come on, like the professionals. And that's injuries happen like that. A lot of injuries happen when it's cold, like, pulling hamstrings, non-contact injuries. Too hot and too cold brings that. To answer your question, just a little bit. Just a little bit. Yeah.